Okay, it's that time again, and here she is, Suzanne Summers.
Yay! Thank you. Hi, Caroline. Well, that was an interesting intro. You didn't carry on or anything, and you didn't
Carry
say,
on?
"Look at this beauty in front of me," like you usually say.
Well, I thought that.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I thought that.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to get on with the show because it's a very exciting show today.
Yeah.
Because we have all these products here. Take a look at them. Well, you can't see all of them. Yeah. That relate to cleaning up.
Yeah, cleaning your house, cleaning your body, cleaning your hands. When we started making body wash and hand wash at first, I thought, is that something that people will be interested in? And then I thought, in particular with body wash, you wash your most private parts, right? And you don't
Private parts?
Yeah, you don't want chemicals in your private parts. Think of all the chemicals we've all rubbed all over our private parts, thinking we're doing something good for them. And everybody has private parts. I'm sorry, males, females, we all have them. And then the thing that I'm just feel so excited about is our toxic-free organic household cleaning product, spot remover and all-purpose cleaner. And I was talking to someone who uses it today, and he said, I use it for everything. He said, I use it for countertops. It's the only thing that gets the grease off the countertops. And he said, then when there's a spot on something, I get it off the spots off of it. I use it all the time. It's the only thing I use. It's this. It's the Eco Cleanser. This is a concentrate, and with it comes an empty bottle. And what you do is you put not much. It says on the back a few drops. I put
Well,
about,
it's a few drops if it's very light cleaning, and then just use your judgment. If it's heavy duty, you go from light to heavy duty for real
Hey, you guys, can I
grease.
interject for just a second?
Sure.
Ellen, I'm seeing you on Facebook.
Pardon?
She's
I
seeing
don't see
you.
on Facebook.
You're seeing me on Facebook?
No, I don't see the show on Facebook.
Oh, well, we do. It's live. It says live. And we have people
Okay,
joining
there
us.
it is. All right, some people were having a hard time, but
Okay.
it's on.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
Sorry.
Anyway,
Are you questioning my technical prowess?
never.
I would never.
Well, the other day when we had the Suzanne Selects, we had the leopard washcloths, and you can get different size towels on our website. But I was talking about the value of taking off your makeup with a leopard washcloth because the stains don't show. But if you don't have leopard and you're using white and they're all stained with black from your eye makeup, this Eco Cleanser is so great for that. It's so great. I use it for everything. We even put it in when we wash the floors. We use it and toxic free. Now imagine living a toxic free life. No, you've got organic skincare, which we've got. We've got organic color cosmetics, which we've got. We've got the household cleaning products. We've got body wash, which is toxic free. We've got hand lotions that are toxic free. Think of the toxic burden that you are lessening in your body, and you have to really realize that since the introduction of all these chemicals into our world, which has then been introduced into our bodies, our livers, which are over here, are literally groaning. They can't handle it. The liver was meant to process not chemicals, but harsh toxins in your body and dissipate, and it can't keep up. So when you use our products, you're doing something not only good for your body and good for your house, but good for you and your health. So I am really proud of this. And now I don't know what the deal is. You get a free hand lotion in clove spice with your purchase
With
of
any purchase.
anything. With any purchase.
Any of these.
Any purchase of $24.99 at SuzanneSummers.com.
Of anything?
Suzanne's going to put a free hand lotion in there for you, and it's that wonderful clove spice.
And it's valued at $24.95.
Well, there
right?
you go. There you go. So,
You know, what's interesting, Suzanne, about your Eco Cleaner, I mean, I use it for everything. Like, people ask me, how do you clean your stove? Because they see me cooking, and I'm like, I use the Suzanne Eco Cleaner.
so do we.
And I also use it on windows. I use it on mirrors. I use it in the bathroom. But I don't know if you happen to watch my Instagram story on Christmas Eve. I was making scalloped potatoes, which were filled right up to the top with all the bubbly cream and cheese, and it spilled over the dish and got onto the bottom of the oven. And there was nothing I could do about it because I was finishing the roast and the potatoes had to finish cooking, so I just had to let it do its thing. I put a cookie sheet under it when I could, but it was too late. It was
Yeah.
already on
Cooked.
the bottom.
Yeah.
So I let it sit, and at the end of the night when the oven cooled down, I just went in there and I sprayed that Echo Cleaner all over that cooked, baked on cheese on the bottom of the oven. And I thought, oh, I'm going to have such a mess tomorrow morning. I'm going to be down on my hands and knees. It came up so fast the next day. I just
Wow.
wiped it. I just
Wow.
wiped it. It was incredible.
So you can clean your oven with it. Here's a testimonial.
I cleaned my oven with it.
Oh,
Thank
I
God.
have a
I don't know
testimonial.
how it would do with like old oven stains, but wow, I was impressed.
Okay, I have a testimonial.
Okay, what is it, Al?
I remember about 2
Raspberry
years
jam.
ago, about 2 years ago,
Yeah.
we went to the farmer's market in Malibu, and I bought up, I don't know, maybe 20 or 25 baskets of berries, blackberries, raspberries, and strawberries.
Alan, by the way, for those of you who don't know, is a fruitaholic.
Yeah.
Better than being married to an alcoholic.
Yes.
He's a
Yes.
fruitaholic.
Yes.
Literally.
Excessive.
Yes, excessive.
Okay. Well, you joined me in eating 10 apples in a row the other day.
I did.
And we had to run back to the store and
I'm
buy
becoming a
10
fruitaholic
more.
with you.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, I put them in a big pot. I was going to make jam, and I put them in a big pot, and I put it on the stove, and I put it on low simmer, and I put a little water in there just to get it started. We went to bed. We wake up in the morning. It boiled over.
Yes.
You remember that?
It was a mess.
And what it did,
A
it
black
covered
and red
it-
mess.
It covered the stove, but it was like concrete. It was concrete.
Yeah.
I took a spatula
I remember.
and I
Awful.
couldn't scrape it off. And I sprayed all this stuff on it, and I left it on it. I left it on it for a few hours, and it literally
Picked up.
lifted it. It
I know.
lifted it off.
It was really remarkable.
Yeah.
So all these products that we've all been relying on that we get at the supermarket are great, but at what cost to our health? And I'm always talking about the toxic burden, you know, what oven cleaner, and then the air fresheners, and then the bleach that we use, and it goes on and on and on until we're literally choking with chemicals. And with these products, you can just start dismantling the toxic burden in your body. The less you are carrying around toxins, the healthier you will be, the more energy you'll have, the better you will feel. So let's have one for every meal.
Wasn't there a poem about that?
Yeah.
What
yeah.
was the poem?
The,
It was about beans.
yeah, oh yeah, beans, the magical fruit.
The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel.
So let's have
now
beans
some
for every meal.
meal.
You have to be our age to know that. That was like our little, when we were kids, we would do that. It was like our little bad thing.
That's right. That's right. So whoever's
Yeah.
joining us, we have some people joining us who want to know what the deal is today. The deal
Okay,
is
what's the deal?
the free gift. You buy anything for $25 and you get a free gift of clove spice hand lotion that's also worth around $25. Okay? Great deal. In other words,
And I tell you, Matt's mom 822 on Instagram said, "Sorry, I'm late for the party tonight, but this cleaner is the best. I use it on everything, and it lasts a very long time. It makes me feel so good to know that I am not inhaling toxins when I spray."
Doesn't
So
it?
If you see, Suzanne, if you could just hold up the concentrate bottle.
Yeah, I'm holding
and
it right
the
now.
bottles.
Yep.
Um,
I agree with her,
That could-
100%.
That-
yeah, this concentrate bottle goes. You only use like a teaspoon like a tablespoon at the most per bottle.
Yeah.
And
So
if you use too
one
much,
tablespoon
then
you put in here and fill this with water. We send you
Yes,
the empty bottle.
A long time.
Yeah, this is a
that'll
lot
last
of.
you. That'll last you forever,
Well, think about, you know, when you have a bottle like this, you expect it to last you what, like a month?
unless your house is really dirty.
But I don't know how many months worth you can get out of this. So it's a really good deal. And
Peachy peas on the floor a couple times a day now. So that bottle seems to always be out on my counter.
yeah, what do you spill on your floor?
Chi peas.
Oh, you're incontinent dog.
Oh.
Yeah.
Aren't they? Don't they have dog diapers?
I'm not going to put her in a diaper.
She'd rather have pee on her floor. Go figure.
Yeah, it's so tiny. It's just a little bit.
I met a dog last night. Oh, I fell in love
Oh,
with
yeah.
this dog.
Yeah.
We're out at a restaurant here in Palm Springs, Tropical, one of my favorite restaurants, and this man was at the table next to us, and with this huge man. I bet he was like 6'5" or taller, and he had this little teeny miniature poodle that he loved.
Little black one.
Yeah, and the poodle was so sweet, and he was kind and allowed me to hold the poodle like a baby. That poodle let me do everything that Gloria doesn't let me do. Gloria has her moments. Gloria's our cat. Gloria has her moments when she can be affectionate, but most of the time it's,
Well, she likes to be in charge.
yeah, kind of like you.
You know? Yeah, right. It's like what they say about, when you have dogs, you're the master. When you have a cat, you're staff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
you
That's
are.
true.
But I don't know what happened, but I started saying, like at night when we go into our bedroom, but we're coming from the kitchen, and pardon me, she's there with us, and I say, "Come on, little doggy," and she comes running.
She does.
It must be something in my voice, or I don't know if it's the word.
She
or-
responds to your command. She also responds to when you say jump.
Yeah, jump in. Come on, jump up here in the bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and for me, no, unless
no.
you're not there and she's been alone and she's desperate and she follows me into the bedroom and then she'll jump up for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm too easy.
I like her. I like when she's desperate every so often.
Yeah.
She becomes vulnerable and sweet, and she sniffs us a lot.
Yes.
It's like she wants to make sure it's us.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
I
she
don't
has
know why.
like memory.
Yeah.
Maybe a little dementia.
Well, when I go to pet her sometimes, her head goes up like, "What are you going to do?" So I have to put my hand in front of her first and let her smell my hand.
To remember. Oh yeah, you. Oh yeah, you.
And
yeah.
then she bows her head down
Yeah.
and lets me pet
But I
her.
like she now talks. You go, "Good morning, Gloria."
Right.
She goes,
That's
"Ah."
right. Yeah.
And you walk down the hall. Come on, Gloria. Ah.
Yeah.
She doesn't have the most fortunate voice. Like Betty, I don't want her to hear me talking about Betty,
Oh, yeah,
her
yeah.
sister, who's no longer with us, would talk like this, ew, 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 and Gloria's bah, bah.
Yeah, but Betty knew what she was doing. She knew when she went mew mew that you'd pick
She
her up.
owned me. She
and hug
would
her.
like you to hold her all, like the little dog last
yeah.
night, hold you
Yeah.
all night long. Now Chi-Chi, Caroline's dog, it really only likes Caroline or the two girls to hold her. When I pick her up, it's like, it's okay, but I want my mom back.
By the way, we've gone full circle
Yeah?
with Caroline's dog.
What do you mean?
Well, when Caroline first got the dog,
Yeah.
and we'd go to Caroline and Bruce's house and
Yeah.
ring the doorbell,
Yeah.
Chi-Chi would come running to the door all excited and pee on the floor.
Yeah, yeah.
So now she pees on the floor again.
And we all begin and end the same way.
Yeah, right, right. I have not started peeing on the floor yet.
LJ Burry said, I broke a face foundation on a beige rug. I tried every chemical cleaner. I went on YouTube for help, nada. Your Echo Cleaner, full strength, took it out completely.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice to know. I'm always spilling things like that. Well, great.
Not always.
Yeah, amazing. So for all of your, good for cleaning up pet messes or, whatever messes you have. And a
And
lot of people are really loving your yellow outfit tonight, Suzanne.
yes, I like to dress like a banana every once in a while. We're going to a dinner party tonight, and it's outside, and they said dress warm, so I thought, well, this is warm. It's like wearing pajamas to a party, but I'll be warm and
And
cozy.
here, but I thought you were just matching your Echo Cleaner.
Yes, I was. I thought about it. I wore it to go with my. I love this stuff, and I love the hand wash. We gave sets of our organic, lotions and shampoo and conditioner and body butter and those things to a lot of people
Love
in
the
our life
body
at
butter.
Christmas. And we're talking to my press agent today, who
Especially when you're
loves
having
the
a high
hand wash.
estrogen day. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's coming.
I know.
I know. We're moving. The estrogen's moving up.
I know.
It's interesting about I love talking about hormones. We women make estrogen every day of the month. We always have, we always will, until we no longer make hormones. That's what menopause is you're no longer making the essential hormones that is, to me, the juice of youth.
Men on pause.
Men on pause. Well, it's sort of true, because you kind of lose that thing. So we make estrogen every day of the month. The way I take my hormones, and I wrote about this in A New Way to Age, and also I'm Too Young for This, another one of my books that I think is great. I really think I'm Too Young for This is the best hormone book that I wrote. And so I take a smaller amount of estrogen, and I explain it I'm Too Young for This is down there. I take a smaller amount of estrogen the first 3 days, then the 6th day, no, I'm Too Young for This. It's down by your jacket there. And see on the right-hand side, right? First bookcase.
Isn't that what this is?
No, I'm Too Young for This.
Oh, I'm too young for this. Okay.
Yeah, you're not too young for this. By the 12th day, we make the most estrogen we women are going to make. And I find this so fascinating because on the 12th day, we make the most estrogen, but it's also the full moon. So we, in paleo times, when they had no light, but women would make the most estrogen on the night of the full moon, meaning they were the most fertile and the horniest, and they could make love by the light of the moon. Interesting. Nature understands everything in perfection. And then the next day, your estrogen drops and your progesterone, which is your anti-carcinogenic hormone, starts in this other rhythm. And I explain it all in this book, I'm Too Young for This. I wrote this book to appeal to women in perimenopause. My publisher at that time, all of the women in the office were perimenopausal, and they felt that I should target them. But really, this targets women of all ages. I write about perimenopause, menopause, postmenopausal women. It's very fascinating. I am fascinated by the human body. I'm fascinated by the hormonal system. And as I say in my book, A New Way to Age, aging is about worn out parts. And so through lab work, in fact, I happened to have my doctor's appointment an hour ago by telemedicine, which is the new way now, and it's great for me. I don't have to drive into Los Angeles. And we did all my lab work to look where my hormones were. And sure enough, I had been using hormones that were expired because I was saying, not feeling quite great. I don't quite have my, mojo like I usually do. And I looked at my hormones that I was using. They were from 2016. I called the pharmacy and they said, yeah, you should throw those out. These hormones last at most 16 months. And so I had bought like a whole slew of them because I heard the rumblings that the FDA was going to take away our bioidentical hormones. And they're still trying to do that. So I stocked up because I wanted to make sure I had mine. That's how important they are to me. I can't imagine life without hormones. Those of you on bioidenticals, could you? So if that comes to pass, those of you who saw Legally Blonde, I will be that person. I will put on my pink Chanel suit and I will march up the Capitol steps and I will fight for us to keep our bioidentical natural hormones. Why would they want to do that? They want to do that because when we take these natural hormones, we don't need drugs in the way that women who aren't on natural hormones need.
Well, you may need drugs, but you're not going to
You may need them, but you don't need, like when I went into menopause, nobody had talked about, I believe I'm the first person who wrote about hormones and bioidentical hormones because I went from doctor to doctor to doctor, and I was prescribed sleeping pills, anti-anxiety pills, cholesterol-lowering pills, just like 5 different drugs. And I remember saying to this one doctor, really? Is this the best you have to offer women? He patted me on the back and said, the drug companies know best, dear.
Deer.
It was the deer that really bothered me. It was the deer that
pissed you off.
Yeah, I'm not anti-pharmaceutical. Like with what I went through this last year with all that pain with breaking my whole right side, I could not have made it without pharmaceuticals. Kudos to allopathic medicine. When you need drugs, you need them. They're a godsend. But with bioidentical hormones, I don't need sleeping pills. I don't need anti-anxiety pills. I don't need cholesterol lowering pills. I don't need all those things because the taking hormones determined by your lab work. Now this is important. What I need is different from what you need. And we are all individualized, and bioidentical hormone replacement is individualized for you, but you have to go to a qualified doctor. And what's really great, and I'm going to announce this soon, I'm finally going to have a place to send you, and I'm really excited. We have worked on this for the last 2 years, and this is going to be very exciting for you. And what you'll do is those doctors, you'll sign up and they will do your lab work, and then these doctors will interpret your labs and tell you what you need. And in this program, they're going to deliver it right to you. So there's really exciting things coming up, but I can't tell you what it is quite yet.
But
Because
don't you get a free consultation,
you
Caroline?
you get a free consultation when we launch this.
Yeah. Caroline, hello, Blue Fox to Red Leader.
Sorry. When do we launch it? Well, I'm just finishing the landing page, and I'll probably be able to show it to you by the end of the week. And probably, I'm going to say very soon. I will say it will be in January.
And I'm going to tell you this, my friends out there. This is going to be affordable. It's going to make it easy for you. Imagine, like the doctor's appointment I had today. Normally, I'd have to drive into LA, park the car, get in, wait in the waiting room, wait for my consultation, go over all the results. These doctors, where we're going to be able to send you, will do it with you over the phone like that. And then you are free to call them when you're not feeling quite right. Because when you first start on hormones, it takes a while to get it right, because you may need to tweak. I always say that 7 doors of menopause: itchy, bitchy, sleepy, sweaty, bloated, forgetful, and all dried up. That's the language of your body. And a good qualified bioidentical hormone doctor, and it's either doctors or naturopaths who really have stepped out of the standard of care box to learn a whole new way of taking care of women that they didn't learn in medical school. It's not your doctor's fault that he doesn't know or she doesn't know anything about it. They didn't teach them that in medical school. They just said put them on synthetic hormones. There was a study done in 2001, a 10-year study on synthetic hormones, and they stopped the study after 2 years, and I'm paraphrasing here, saying women would be better off taking nothing at all than taking these dangerous and even fatal so-called hormones. So I feel real proud that I've been able to bring this to you. I've got your back. And it happened last night at this restaurant. All of a sudden this woman comes up, and she's on NBC. I really didn't know who she was, and she just went on and on. She had just read A New Way to Age. She's on bioidentical hormones. She can't believe it. There's somebody else that came up to me the other day, and when we were in Clark's, we were buying apples. We didn't buy a lot of apples lately. What's the apples we were buying and eating?
Oh, great. Sugar Bee.
Sugar Bee. Wow, are those
Sugar
good?
Bee.
Sugar Bee. It's
I'd
a new
never
breed.
heard of them.
Yeah, it's a new breed.
We knocked off 10, then went back and bought another 10.
And tonight, as my gift to the party, rather than a bottle of wine, we're bringing a bag of apples.
Yeah.
You know what? They'll really enjoy it.
Absolutely.
But this woman in the produce department, I'm buying different. I saw collard greens yesterday. Do you know I've never made collard greens? And on Friday, when we're going to the market again, I'm going to buy some because they look beautiful. Anyway, I digress.
By the way, the woman from NBC who came up to you at the restaurant last night, after she, raved about et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, I asked her if she'd like to pick up our check.
That was that 2 martini dinner you had last night.
I didn't finish the second one.
And I only drank half of my tequila because I'm now the driver at night, which is fine with me. But anyway, this woman in the produce department and her mother said, oh my God, I can't wait to be in menopause because I've been reading everything that you've written in your books, and it just makes so much sense to me. And I said, if you start now getting your lab work done before you're in menopause or perimenopause, you'll have a baseline so that a year from now, get another blood test done and see where that baseline is. As soon as the baseline starts changing, then it's time to start tweaking. Imagine If I had known this 3 years earlier, I wouldn't have had 3 years of hell. I'm in this market because I had 3 years of hell, and my darling husband, who I adore, said to me one day, you know, Suzanne, a marriage can only take so much of this. And I felt so terrible because I realized I'd been snapping at him, and I'm not a snapper, but I was snapping at him because you feel bad. Your mood, this is how you regulate your mood. This is how you regulate all these processes in your body. So, if you're not in any kind of hormonal decline, anticipate it with excitement, because imagine you could go through the whole hormonal experience without any symptoms if you know what you're doing.
And by the way, I think there are a lot of people who talk about, you know, perimenopause is before you hit the big time with menopause, okay?
Right.
But then people say, yeah, well, I've gone through that. I don't think you ever go through it, right? Don't you need hormones all your life?
Forever, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of women stop when they're postmenopausal, and what happens is you kind of, you know, that the seventh dwarf all dried up. You kind of all dry up. You just, you can tell that. I can tell in any room that I'm in of women of a certain age who is on hormone replacement and who is not. And
you know how you tell women in theaters who are not on?
no,
They give you a little program when you walk in.
Yeah.
They're fanning themselves.
that's an indicator.
That's a sign.
That's an indicator when you're hot. I go to bed at night. I have no night sweats. I sleep through the night soundly, deeply. My hair is nice. My skin is nice. Yeah, I'm wrinkling. Yeah, I'd love to get my neck done. But it's not out of control. And my sister, who is, she's 82 now. She always gets mad at me because I make her older than she is. But I think she's 82, maybe 83. I'm not sure. I think 82.
I think 83. She's 8 years older than you.
Is she? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when I get her age wrong, she gets
But
so mad at me.
she looks incredible.
She looks incredible. She's been on hormones for 20 years, and she'd never look back. And Alan, my 85-year-old husband, when we're around other people, other men who are his age, they can't believe it. It is a gift to be able to restore yourself hormonally, and I believe you will have a healthier life if you are hormonally balanced. When you look up death in a dictionary, it will often say loss of hormones. That's how important they are. So in A New Way to Age, when I talk about that aging is about worn out parts, we stop absorbing minerals. That's why we were talking about that black water yesterday. Look up on the website about black water. We had it again this morning. 12 drops in our smoothies.
I think it's 15.
No, it's 12.
You mean with the black?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I think it's 15.
I'll actually bet you on that.
Okay, let's shake on it
Okay,
right
there
now.
it is right over there. Read on the back of it right there. Oh, God. I never, ever win our bets.
You're not going to win.
Yeah.
Suzanne, don't do it.
What?
Yeah, tell her, Caroline.
What? Did you read the back? No, read the back. Read the
Well,
back.
you can't read the back.
Yesterday you said 15. I don't know what the bottle
Give me the
says.
bottle. Give me the bottle.
Okay, you're not going to be able to read it.
Give me
By
your
the way,
glasses.
while you're trying
Give
to
me
read
your
it-
glasses, which are also my
Okay.
glasses. We wear the same glasses. We go to the drugstore and buy 30 pairs at a time. We're both 3.0.
Okay, so while you're reading that, I have Melinda. I'm not going to read Melinda.
God!
Yeah, you lost.
Oh,
Yeah, you
gosh.
lost. Yeah,
Oh.
another big loss.
Oh, for best results, take 15 drops
Okay.
in 2 or more ounces. Oh, why do I do that? I've never won a bet ever.
Okay.
The worst bet was when our house burned down. We drove up to Big Sur. And we're kind of raw, you know. I don't know if you've ever had your house burned to the ground, but we lost everything. And in my house in Malibu is where you kept the good stuff, you know. And so we drive up to Big Sur to this incredible place called the Post Ranch Inn. I almost hate telling you because it's so great, you'll all go there. It's my Post Ranch Inn and Amangiri in southern Utah, my 2 favorite spots on the planet, and I've seen a lot of the world. So we're at the Post Ranch Inn, and we're in the dining room. They have a world-class chef there that occasionally lets me go in the kitchen with him and do things. It's been exciting. And I'm looking around. I said, you know, when we rebuild, architecture is just beautiful. It's just the views and the beams and the ceiling. It's so beautiful. I wonder who the architect is. And Alan says,
I think his name is Mickey Mingay.
"Oh, it is not. How do you know his
Well,
name
I don't
is
know.
Mickey Mingay?"
I don't know how I knew.
Well,
Okay, I had no
but,
idea.
But from my perspective that night, I'm going, "You do not know." He goes, "Want to bet?" I said yes. Guess what the architect's name was?
Mickey Mingay.
Mingay. Never bet with Alan Hamill. He only does sure things. So yes, on the Blackwater. And why am I talking about the Blackwater? The Blackwater is a mixture of humic and fulvic acids, which is a great way to get your amino acids. And like I say, in A New Way to Age, aging is about worn out parts. We lose our ability to absorb nutrients, minerals, hormones. This is what keeps us alive. And so that little bottle there that I just showed you, you put 15 drops in your Gut Renew smoothie in the morning, or in a glass of water.
Or a glass of water.
And that's how.
Or
and
tequila.
And well, I put in the tequila last night, but you know what? I never drank it because it didn't taste at all. Just the color was so unappealing to me, and it looked like whiskey to me, and I hate the idea of whiskey for me because my dad drank whiskey. So.
And I just want to jump in. If you guys are looking for the black drops, they are at SuzanneSummers.com.
Mm-hmm.
And today, anything you buy at SuzanneSummers.com that's worth $24.99 or more, you're going to get a free hand lotion from Suzanne, which is also worth $25. It's the clove spice hand lotion, and it comes automatically. So if you buy anything, that will go in your cart and makes for a good deal.